The first $100,000 is the hardest. Not because you're doing it wrong, but because the system is built to test your patience before it rewards your discipline. Most people quit here, but if you push through, everything changes. Let's break it down. Saving $500 a month at 7% interest? It'll take nearly 8 years to reach $100,000. The second $100,000, just over 5. The third, even faster. That's not luck. That's compound interest waking up. In the beginning, your money grows like a whisper, but after $100,000, it starts to roar. Because compound interest isn't linear, it's exponential. It's a sleeping giant that only wakes when you've proven you won't quit. And once it's awake, it doesn't just walk, it runs. Early on, your money grows like molasses. You're doing everything right. Cutting expenses, investing consistently, and seeing pennies in return. It feels unfair. You're running on a treadmill, sweating, grinding, and the wealth meter barely moves. Meanwhile, you see others sprinting past you. Crypto millionaires, stock flippers, influencers with Lambos. It's tempting to jump lanes, to chase what's loud and shiny. But that's the trap. Compound interest is exponential, not linear. It's a snowball that starts as a pebble. This is the danger zone. The moment when frustration peaks and distractions get loud. But wealth doesn't shout. It whispers. It grows in silence while you stay consistent. The ones who win aren't the ones who move fast. They're the ones who don't stop. Most people don't start early. They wait for the perfect moment, the raise, the bonus, the right market conditions. But time is the most expensive thing you can waste because compound interest doesn't care how smart you are. It cares how long you stay in the game. Starting late doesn't mean you're doomed. It means you'll need more consistency, more discipline, more urgency. The best time to start was 10 years ago. The second best time is right now. Before $100,000, every dollar feels fragile. You obsess over market dips. You panic over expenses. You question every decision. After $100,000, something shifts. You stop thinking in days. You start thinking in decades. You stop asking, how much can I save this month? You start asking, what kind of life am I building? You begin to trust the process. You stop reacting and start designing. That shift isn't just financial, it's psychological. It's the moment you stop surviving and start strategizing. Momentum is the secret weapon of wealth. Once you hit $100,000, your money starts working harder than you do. Every dollar invested throws fuel on the fire. You're no longer pushing the snowball uphill. You're riding it. You don't need to sprint. You need to stay in orbit. And the longer you stay in motion, the more unstoppable you become. Your accounts grow while you sleep. Your stress fades, your confidence builds. Momentum turns effort into ease. And $100,000 is the tipping point. You don't need a six-figure salary, you need a six-figure mindset. The habits that build $100,000 are boring, but boring is beautiful when it comes to wealth. Automate your savings, invest consistently, ignore the noise, avoid lifestyle creep, delay gratification, track your net worth, celebrate small wins. The roots take time, but once they're deep, the growth is unstoppable. You start to notice something strange. You're not just building wealth, you're building confidence. You're not just accumulating money, you're accumulating clarity. Wealth building is quiet. There's no applause when you skip the impulse buy, no trophy when you automate your savings, no viral moment when you choose index funds over hype. But those invisible wins, they compound. Every boring decision adds weight to your future. Every ignored distraction sharpens your focus. Every small win builds the muscle of wealth. You won't feel it at first, but one day you'll look back and realize the quiet choices were the loudest victories. $100,000 isn't just a number, it's proof. Proof that you can do hard things. Proof that wealth isn't reserved for the lucky or the privileged. It's earned. And once you earn it, the game changes. You don't just feel richer, you feel capable, you feel calm, you feel clear, you feel free. You realize it was never just about money, it was about becoming someone who could build it. Before $100,000, you chase wealth. After $100,000, you embody it. You stop saying, I want to be rich. You start saying, I'm someone who builds wealth. That shift is subtle but powerful because identity drives behavior. When you see yourself as a builder, you stop looking for shortcuts. You start laying bricks. Wealth becomes less about what you have and more about who you've become. After $100,000, everything accelerates. Your money compounds faster. Your confidence compounds faster. Your decisions get sharper. You stop chasing hacks. You start building systems. Passive income, long-term investing, financial clarity. You're no longer reacting to money. You're designing with it. And that design becomes your legacy. You start mentoring others. You share your story. You become the proof someone else needs. Most people quit before the breakthrough. They switch strategies, they chase shortcuts, they burn out right before the momentum kicks in. But wealth rewards the patient, the consistent, the ones who keep climbing when it feels pointless, because the view from $100,000 is not just beautiful, it's transformational. And once you've seen it, you'll never settle for less again. Your first $100,000 doesn't just change your life, it changes the lives around you. You become the proof someone else needs. The quiet example that wealth is possible, not flashy, not overnight, but real. Your story becomes a ripple. A friend starts saving. A sibling starts investing. A stranger watching your journey decides not to quit. Wealth isn't just personal, it's contagious. The first $100,000 is proof of concept. But the real game is played over decades. It's not about timing the market. It's about time in the market. It's not about flashy wins. It's about quiet endurance. The long game rewards those who stay, who keep showing up, who keep investing, who keep believing. Because wealth isn't built in moments, it's built in momentum. The first $100,000 teaches you how to earn. But what comes next teaches you how to lead. You stop chasing money. You start shaping meaning. You build systems, you build boundaries, you build wisdom. Because wealth isn't just about having more. It's about knowing what matters. And once you've climbed that first mountain, you don't just see the path, you light it for someone else. When you finally reach $100,000, something unexpected happens. You look back and realize how far you've come. Every skipped impulse buy, every late night budget tweak, every moment you chose discipline over distraction. It didn't feel heroic at the time, but now it feels like a blueprint. You start to see your past not as struggle, but as strategy. And that clarity gives you something rare, not just momentum, but direction. Because once you've climbed that first mountain, you don't just move forward, you move forward with purpose. If this helped you climb a little higher, like, share, and subscribe. Your journey starts here. Let's build it together.